Long ago, in the land of Scotland, a raging war began between King Duncan and the traitor Macdonald. In the midst of battle arose a heroic thane, Macbeth. Macbeth forged through the army and beheaded the traitor with one foul swoop. A messenger sends word of Macbeth's heroism to King Duncan and in turn entitles him thane.
As Macbeth and Banquo make their way back from battle,
So fair and foul a day I have not seen.
What are those?
all hail Macbeth!
Oh?
Thane of Glamis.
Thane of Cawdor.
King hereafter.
What about me? What about me?
Oh yeah, your kids are gonna be king.
As the witches disappeared, the messenger comes to deliver word from King Duncan that he is now Thane of Cawdor. As the prophecy starts to unravel, his ambition begins to fester.
Meanwhile, Lady Macbeth receives a letter from her husband informing her of the prophecy and his new position.
She was quite satisfied.
Just then, a messenger arrives bringing news that the king will stay for the night.
She then devises a plan to kill Duncan.
Unsex me, spirits!
In the midst of her scheming, Macbeth returns home and she reveals her plan.
Later that night.
Welcome, Duncan.
Oh, this place is marvelous. Very grand, very grand.
Oh, pish posh. Meanwhile, Macbeth sees a dagger and takes it as a sign.
Is this a dagger I see before me?
After arguing with her husband and degrading his manhood, Lady Macbeth spiked some wine to drug the guards.
Hey, guards, here's some wine.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. And then they get a little bit tipsy.
Failing to kill the king after she steals the daggers, Lady Macbeth places them near his bedside.
My husband.
I have done the deed. This is a sorry sight. Did thou hear a noise? Who lies in the second chamber?
Malcolm and Donalbain.
Sleep no more! Sleep no more! I could not say amen when they proclaimed God bless us.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing with the daggers? Put them back.
Washing their hands clean, they go to bed.
Macduff then discovers of the gruesome scene. Who has done this?
Oh, I don't know. I killed the guards.
That night, strange occurrences began to happen.
Horse eat horse. Sensing mutiny, the king's sons flee.
I to Ireland.
And I to England. With Duncan's sons gone, Macbeth was crowned king.
But too much power made him cray.
He then recalls Banquo's prophecy and becomes fearful.
While Banquo and Fleance were on a nighttime stroll, Macbeth sends 3 murderers to kill them.
Oh, treachery! Fly, good Fleance, fly, fly, fly!
I will, father!
Meanwhile, Macbeth was holding a feast with Banquo absent.
My lord, his throat is cut. His throat is cut, but Fleance escaped. However, in the middle of the feast, a familiar ghost appears. Macbeth, sit down.
But where there are no open seats available. Quit my sight. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless. Thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes.
Oh, don't mind him. This is just a common occurrence if you truly know him.
But wait, what? Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence. Why so, being gone? I am a man again. Pray you sit still.
Don't speak. It's better if you just leave. A kind good night to all.
Good night and good health.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. I sense something wicked coming this way.
Fearful that he shall lose his crown, Macbeth goes to visit the witches to reassure that he shall remain king.
They say, beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife.
No person born of woman shall harm Macbeth.
Macbeth shall never be vanquished until great Birnam Wood descend on Dunsinane Hill.
But what about Banquo?
Oh yeah, he'll have a line of kings, remember?
After he is told to beware Macduff, he sends murderers to kill his family.
Your father's a traitor,
Oh no, he's not.
and he's also dead.
My father is not dead.
Lady Macduff, be not found here. Leave this instant.
What? What are you talking about? I've done nothing wrong. Why should I leave?
Just then, the murderers arrived and murdered the whole family.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Macduff arrives in England to persuade Malcolm to return.
However, Malcolm suspects Macduff is working under Macbeth and tests his loyalty by saying he would be ruthless. Macduff eventually wins his trust and allows him to join his army to overthrow Macbeth.
At that moment, a messenger arrives and informs Macduff his family has been slaughtered. Malcolm then says, turn that rage into vengeance.
Meanwhile, at the castle, Lady Macbeth sleepwalks as her guilt eats away at her.
She does this all the time. Look at her as she washes her hands.
I don't know what's wrong. I think it's uncurable.
Unable to control the guilt, Lady Macbeth falls off the edge. Literally.
Word of Lady Macbeth's death arrives to Macbeth. He preaches, there comes a time for everything, and life is meaningless.
And then war.
Malcolm and Macduff, along with the army, arrive to Dunsinane Castle using Birnam Woods as cover.
They arrive at the castle and invade. Young Seward is the first to enter. Who are you?
I am Macbeth.
What a foul name! Macbeth kills young Seward. And then comes Macduff.
Turn, hellhound, turn. I was not born of woman, I was conceived a cesarean. Bruh! And at that moment, Macbeth realized his end has come. Hail, King, for so thou art, behold!
And then Malcolm was crowned king and Scotland lived happily ever after.
The end.
Okay, play.
Just wait.
Bye!
Oh my god, my phone.
I wasn't even recording, oh my